Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, or if you are new, welcome to the channel. Today's video is all about stress relief for actors or stress management tips for actors, which actually I kind of think will work for anybody. Like, not just actors, these tips are going to work for anyone, so I guess just apply them to your life and it should work. Before I start the video, I do want to start out by saying I am not a doctor, so take this with a grain of salt. I am giving you advice that has worked for me in the past, helping me manage my stress and some anxiety. So yeah, if you feel like there's some stress going on in your life that's like above and beyond just everyday stress, you should really go talk to someone, like a professional someone, to help you out with that, because this video is not for that. This video is strictly a couple of tips, 5 actually, that are going to help you manage some stressful situations as you go along. And like I said, I'm not a doctor, so this is not professional help. This is just things that have helped me in the past. So, with that being said, if you are looking for some tips on stress management and stress relief, let's get started with the video. Okay, so tip number 1, find someone that you can talk to that you trust. And even to add on to that, find someone you can talk to that you trust that's in this industry. And even further into that, maybe try and find another actor that you can talk to that you trust, because finding someone who understands what you're going through but could maybe still give you a different perspective might help you work some things out yourself. And yes, it is great to be able to go to someone that you trust, but if they're not in this industry, if they don't know, the stresses of this industry or the stresses of what's going on, they may not be able to, even though it's coming out of a good place, they may not be able to give you the most helpful advice. And so I would say talk to someone in this industry, preferably another actor, but make sure that it is someone that you trust, because we have enough stress and enough factors going into these things that if you have someone who doesn't maybe have your best interest at heart, they're probably only going to make the situation worse, and that's only going to stress you out more. Tip number 2, manage your time. And this is one of those do as I say, not as I do type of tips, because this is probably one of my biggest stressors. Time management in me is a pain in the butt, okay? I am probably going to be late to my own funeral. The only things I'm not late to are being on set, showing up to rehearsals on time, showing up to meetings on time, and showing up to auditions on time. And then like when I was in school, like class, things like that. And so everything else, it does not matter how much time I give it. It does not matter what is going on. Like, I can give it hours and seriously be working my butt off to get somewhere on time and not be fooling around and still be late. Doesn't matter how much time I give it. So manage your time, because when you manage your time, things are a lot less stressful when you're not running around at the last minute, when you're not worried you're going to be late, when you're not worried you're wasting someone else's time. And a way to manage your stress, again, do as I say, not as I do, is to write out a schedule. I hate schedules. I hate writing out schedules. The only times I do are when I have an audition, when I need to be on set, when I need to be ready for a show, when I need to be at rehearsal, And again, like when I was in school, I had a schedule. I was scheduled for class. Those are the things. And let's rewind, shall we? What are the only things I'm not late for?
The only things I'm not late to are being on set, showing up to rehearsals on time, showing up to meetings on time, and showing up to auditions on time.
So, you see? So, make yourself a schedule and follow it. And when you're making this schedule, I just realized how much I talk with my hands. When you are making this schedule, kind of order things in importance. What has to get done, what should get done, but could maybe be fudged, and then what is just something like you want to get done, but like nothing detrimental is going to happen if it doesn't. And then complete those tasks in the order. When you keep yourself accountable, you get more stuff done. And to that same effect, like when you have a schedule, like I know sometimes my brain is just like, I have so much to do. What am I doing? And it gets overwhelming. And so when I write things down, I tend to see I don't actually have as much to get done as I thought I did. And it's so much more easy to manage. And so, yeah, get yourself on a schedule, okay? Trust me, it makes a world of difference. Tip number 3. Exercise. And I know I hate exercise, okay? I cannot stand exercise. I don't like being in pain. I do not like sweating. I do not like being down on the floor. I do not like exercise. However, it does work. When your body's more physically fit, you feel better. And again, I feel like I hate giving this advice because I hate doing it myself. But again, not even do as I say, not as I do, because I actually do get up and move. But I think like that's the trick to it. Find some sort of physical activity that you don't hate. Like with me, I like dancing. I like swimming. When I was younger, I was a competitive cheerleader. Like these are things that I loved, and these are things that kept me in shape that didn't make me want to pull my hair out. And so I was way more likely to do them and stick to them. Go to your local gym. They have all types of classes that you can take. Back when I was in LA and I had a gym there, I used to take hip hop classes. Now I do Zumba at home. I have the Zumba program. So I dance hard. I don't mess around with it. I actually do what I'm supposed to do. And then I have personally like slowly worked in some like body toning exercises. But start out slow. If you don't have a gym, go for a walk. You would be surprised what a 45-minute walk will do for your body. Especially if you are not someone who's used to exercising, who's not used to physical activity. Just the littlest changes do so much and go so far, and eventually you start to build up more stamina, and it is easier to get into other forms of physical activity. So find something that you don't hate, be it dancing, be it swimming. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. Go out and find some type of physical activity to get your body in a more healthy place. Tip number 4. Find something outside of acting that you are passionate about. Life is about balance, okay? So bear with me on this. When I was in school, it's raining and it literally sounded like something was scratching at my window, which is really, really creepy because it's nighttime, and that just really creeped me out. what was I saying? When I was in school, I had a teacher ask me, like he asked everyone, it wasn't just me, but it was my turn. And he asked us to name one thing outside of acting that we're passionate about. And guys, for the life of me, I couldn't name anything, which is ridiculous. But I mean, I could not name anything else that I wanted to do with my time. That is so unhealthy. And in my brain, I could not understand how he didn't get this. Him, especially him being an actor. Like I was like, no, acting is all I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to focus my time on. This is it. This is it. And I was bullheaded about it. I was like, no, this is all I want to do. Guys, that is so... Literally everything around me is falling apart right now. That is so unhealthy. And the thing is, it wasn't even true. There are so many things that I like to do, that I have a passion for doing, that I have a passion for. And I was so focused in my brain on trying to pick one thing that I liked more than acting, which is stupid because that's not even what he asked. But one thing that I liked more than acting, and I couldn't name it. And that isn't even what he was asking. He was not asking, give me something you would rather do than acting. He was asking a simple, what is something else you're passionate about? And I'm telling you, there's so much. Travel. That is the whole reason I became a travel agent, and I have my own travel agency. And yes, there's a money aspect to it because yes, my travel agency does help me pay to be an actor, but myself love to travel, and this has made it so much easier for me to travel. There are other things that I'm passionate about, and when I sat down and thought about it and got out of my own way, I realized, wow, I could have so much more of a healthy balance in my life. And it does blow my mind because when I was younger, I had a super balanced life. Until I was well into college, I had no friends that were actors, that were in this industry, that wanted to pursue this. Like, none of my friends wanted to be actors. None of my friends wanted to perform. And that was well until I was in college. So I had a completely separate life from acting. I had other things that I liked to do. I was a competitive cheerleader. Like I said, all of my friends were outside of this world. So when I hung out with them, I was outside of this world. And you would be surprised how balanced and how good it felt when everything wasn't focused on auditions, on being on set, on hearing no, on, So I said all that to say you need to find something else that you are passionate about so that when you maybe aren't having such a great day acting wise, you have something to balance it out and something else to focus on. I hope that makes sense. We're going to move on. Number 5, make sure that you are doing this for you. This career has some amazing ups, but it's got some pretty low downs. And you are always going to have somebody telling you you're not good enough, you're not thin enough, you're too thin, you're not pretty enough, you're too pretty, you're too tall, you're too short, you're too this, you're too that. No this, no that. No, sorry we like you, but we don't like you enough. No this, no here, no there. There's enough stress in this industry from everyone else, and then the stress on top of that from the managing your business, because you are your business. And submitting to auditions, submitting to casting directors, submitting to agencies, submitting to managers, going out and then auditioning, going out and getting jobs and then being on set 12 hours, or going out and doing 8 shows a week if you're in theater. Like, there are so many things compounded on to one another that in this industry, if you are doing it for anyone else, you are doing yourself a disservice, and you are doing this industry a disservice, and you are going to burn out so quickly, you're not even going to know what hit you. So make sure, and this goes basically for anything that you are doing in life that is going to be hard work, which most things that are worth it are hard work. Make sure that the primary focus for the reason that you are doing it is you. Because if you don't have a passion for it, it's going to show in your final product. If you don't have a passion for it, it is going to show in how you are acting, how you are treating other people, how you are treating the situation that you are in. So, if you have any questions, please make sure to leave them down in the comments below. Also, if you have questions for how I have become a travel agent and how I'm making it easier for me to travel, as well as my friends, my family, any of that stuff, and how I opened my own travel agency, feel free to send me a private message or a direct message on any of my socials, which you can find them all right here. I will have them going as I continue to talk. As always, if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below letting me know one way you get yourself out of a stressful situation. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and make sure to tap that little notification bell so that you can become a part of our notification family, and so that you know every Wednesday when I post a new video. I really hope that this video was able to help you guys. I will talk to you guys next week. Bye guys.